In this video, we're going to explore the curve fitting tool and a little bit of code working with the COVID-19 New Jersey infection data. So what's unique about this is on our x-axis we have dates, and our y-axis is whatever value we have, and we're just converting from these dates into values to graph and then later kind of work with them. So it's very simple code, so just looking at it, I go format long so that I can see all the different, so instead of scientific I can see all those different points. So the first thing I did is I need my x and y data in here. So my new infections is my y data. I just plop it right in. I got it from Excel. From my Excel data, I just copy pasted it in. Next that I have is my dates. So I use the date number function. So mine is from March 15th, 2020 to April 19th, 2020. And then I want to take these two numbers and make an array going by day. So I'm going to load that in. And then the next thing I had to do is I'm going into my apps tool, right into curve fitting. So I had one here. Let me exit out of it so we can do it. Okay, new. Alright. So for my X data, go and click happy here. So my X data is the time, and then my Y data is the infections. So the idea is that it's like a Gaussian curve. So we're going to graph that here. And here that's real easy. You see your results. It gives you the function y equals a times e to the negative x minus b, and there's these three coefficients that they're explaining here. You have your goodness of fit, your r squared valued, which is 0.86, which is pretty good, and we know that it's not going to be a perfect curve here. So if I wanted, I could change the number of terms. Maybe if there's another dip or if it keeps elongating, that might be better, but I'm going to keep it at 1. Some people might think, not for this, but you have all these other different functions that you can use, but I'm sticking with this. So I'm happy with my data here. I'm happy that the way it fits, it gives me what I wanted to know, so I'm going to file and generate code. So I had it done there already, so in my next tab here we have Corona Curve New Jersey is what I'm going to name this as so that I can load in the coefficients. So I'm going to file save this. You could save it as whatever you want, but because I want to refer to it later, I always save it as the same thing. Save as Corona Curve, and it's right there. So I'm not saving it because I have it, but it'd be that easy. So I ran this. I ran that plot tool, but now I want to see what the data is. It was kind of hard to tell. I'm going to run in advance. Oh, it just brings what we just saw. So at these dates, it doesn't help. And right here we have B1 is 7.379 e to the 5th. Doesn't really, it's not what we want. So I wrote this last section to kind of show you what our peak data is. I used to run it this way. This isn't necessary anymore. I'm just going to run this last section. See here that April 9th is our peak date. And so there you have it. I just found our three coefficients. We have a date. And that's it. Thanks.